In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Rich and Janice are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Good.
How you doing, Dave?
Welcome. Where are y'all from?
We are from the Boston, Massachusetts area.
Awesome. Well, welcome. It's good to have you.
Thanks.
And the young ladies you brought with you, names and ages?
This is Sophie, age 12, and Chelsea, age 10.
Wow. Awesome. Beautiful family.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for dropping by all the way from Boston to do your debt-free scream here in Nashville.
Right.
How much have you paid off?
Paid off $376,000.
Oh, just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. How long did that take?
About 4 years.
Wow. Household income range during that 4 years?
190, ended at about 225.
Excellent. What do you guys do for a living?
I have my own management consulting company.
And I work in healthcare finance.
Ah, very good. Two excellent careers. Very good. Fun. So 376, what kind of debt was that?
Oh, well, it was pretty much everything you tell people not to do. We had a septic loan. We had to put a new septic system in, and everyone told us how great it would be if we get this low-interest loan.
Yeah.
We had a new car loan. Bought a new car. That was on the list. We had a home equity loan and the house.
Oh, you paid off your house?
Paid off the house.
And everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's this house worth?
I'm embarrassed to say it's worth about $625,000.
Why are you embarrassed?
Dave, this is one of the funniest things. This process that we've gone through, we actually are embarrassed to tell people that we don't have a home mortgage.
And that you're winning.
And that we're winning.
Yeah.
Someone asked me, what's your interest rate on your mortgage? And it was 2 days after we had paid off our mortgage. And I paused and I looked at the person with the blank stare and said, I don't have a mortgage. And I did. It was the first time it really hit me that this had really sunk in. Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, some people will think you're bragging, but most people will be happy for you.
Right.
That's what it comes down to when you're winning. And there's some people that are going to be jealous no matter what you do when you're winning.
That's right.
And you're winning. You're doing great. You got great incomes. You got a beautiful family. The house is paid for. Life is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Way to go, you guys. I'm so proud of you. This is awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Now, what started this process 4 years ago?
Go ahead.
So Rich was looking for a podcast to listen to before he went to bed and stumbled upon your show.
Ah.
And that was it.
You know, the old Google search mechanism.
Yeah.
One of my best promotion tools, I'll just tell you that. Random selection by God. So that you got wore out with the podcast, hour after hour after hour, this voice.
Right.
And he starts talking to you about this, Janice. What was he saying to you?
He said, the stuff that he's saying just makes sense. And it sounds like the opposite of what everybody that we know is doing. But what you get on the other end is this sense of complete peace and flexibility. Not being tied to the job you're in because you have a mortgage you have to pay for. And that sounded really good.
Yeah. Just to get to do what you want to do because you want to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. That's very cool. That's fun. Well, it is. There's a sense of power and a sense of control by not having a payment in the world.
Right.
You know what you can do when you don't have any payments? Anything you want. I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Way to go.
Right.
That's fun. So if someone were to ask, other than the blank stare, how you got out of debt, what would you tell them the keys are to getting out of debt?
Yeah, I think, the biggest thing is, and you were talking, I was listening to one of the last callers, is a vision. And the reason we're in this lobby today is we would actually play the debt-free screams for the kids. And I would say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to Nashville. We're going to stand there. I didn't realize how goofy the headsets would be. But we're going to do this. And here's why we're doing this. And here's what it means to our family. Here's what it means to our life. And that vision, and we just kept pounding it and pounding it and pounding it home, saying, and I think, we were talking about this when we had $37 in the checking account. Wow. And think about this. You're making almost $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
And you have $37. And I have to tell Janice, do not spend a dime for the next 24 hours until the next direct deposit comes in. So I think you got to have the vision, and you just got to say, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
So the girls have been looking forward to the debt-free scream because that was the vision that was laid out there.
Right.
How much of this do they really grasp? How much have you talked it through with them?
We talk about this stuff a lot with them. We've been talking with them for years about the fact that, despite what everybody around us is doing, we're not going to do things like spend whatever amount it takes to send them to whatever college they want. So I think they get the message, and it doesn't seem to bother them at all.
No,
None of them have a twitch, so they're good. Yeah.
no. And the big thing is this idea of, if you work, you get money, and if you get money, you can do things.
Yeah.
And the opposite, if you don't work, you don't get money, and if you don't have money, you can't buy things. And I think you guys would agree that that's sort of the message we keep sending is we actually hope that we're doing them a favor.
Oh, you are.
I was actually called a bad parent one time because I said I would not take out a student co-sign a loan, which basically is me signing for a loan.
When you consider the source, though, that said that, it pretty much guarantees that you're not a bad parent. Because you look in the eyes of that person, and there's nobody home. Nobody's even coming up the driveway. Nobody's there. It's just like, that's stupid.
Right.
So
I do sometimes worry we've gone the other direction, though. We have to encourage them to spend their money.
Yeah. Right. That's okay.
And
that's okay.
they have a hard time with that.
Listen, the culture will take care of that. You don't have to worry about it.
Right.
The cultural influence will take care of the other side of that. You don't have to sweat that at all. If you can keep them saving and generous, they won't have any trouble spending.
Right.
So, and if they do, then you can work on it a little bit. But it's an interesting process. So it's important that you paid off $376,000 in 4 years. But what's more important is you have completely changed your family tree because this has changed the mathematical, financial value system DNA of your family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, the biggest thing, like, for example, just to put a plug in for an organization that we actually, as a family, raise about $10,000 to $12,000 a year to buy backpacks for kids in homeless shelters.
Awesome.
And the reason I mention that is it's a 100% volunteer organization. It's called Christmas in the City. But
Christmas in the City.
ChristmasInTheCity.org. Cool. And we do that as a way to teach the kids, hey, look, we have an obligation to support the greater good here. Okay. So, and the funny thing is, it costs us nothing to do that. To stand out in front of a supermarket for 4 or 5 hours on a Saturday, and they'll say, "Oh, our feet are tired." I said, "That's good. That's good. Your feet are tired. I hope you have a lot of blisters when we get home tonight." And that's a good thing because we're trying to teach them hard work, values, and really be sort of good citizens of the world.
It. Yeah. Well, I'm very proud of you guys. We're going to have a copy handed to you of Retire Inspired by Chris Hogan.
Thank you.
The #1 national bestseller, because that's the next phase for you guys to live and give like no one else. You're definitely in the mode to do that. Rich and Janice, Sophie and Chelsea, right, Boston, Massachusetts, $376,000 paid off in 4 years, making $190 to $225. Count it down. Goofy headsets and all. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
I love it, I love it, I love it. Well done. Very well done. That's fabulous. Proud of you guys. Yeah, Cap, make sure they get their Retire Inspired book out there, and life is good. This is how you do it, guys. The next step, then, you get clear of the debt. You use the muscle, the financial muscle that is freed up, your most powerful wealth-building tool, which is your income. Now you can do some heavy lifting. Now you can build some wealth. Now you can do some generous things that aren't $5 or $10. Oh, those are nice, but $5,000 and $10,000 is better. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show. And so you have to break the cycle. You have to flip this thing on its head and make it behave. You've got to get so fired up and wired up that your broke friends think you've lost your mind.